Hey everyone, this is Manix86 here, and I'll be showing you guys some strategies and make it into a tutorial. This is Mega Man 4 on the Game Boy. We play on the Japanese version due to faster text. The category will be Buster only, so you can only use Buster unless otherwise impossible. Pretty simple there. Recovery items are allowed. So yeah, let's get started. So there's actually some strats right off the bat. So in the main menu, normally when you hit game start, you see this tutorial screen. And normally you have to mash through this. Talk about mashing a little bit later in text. Takes about 12-13 seconds and you get to the boss select. However, if you soft reset, which is done by holding A, B, select, and start, and you hit game start again, you skip the cutscene and go right to the bosses. So doing a soft reset before a run is permitted in speedruns, so make sure you do that and have your free time save. Let's talk about the boss pinwheel. So most Mega Man games, the boss pinwheel is done, or rather the boss selection is done from a central point, so it doesn't really matter which side you go. It's like the same amount of inputs, but where it's a pinwheel like this, you can only go left or right. So to minimize movement, you're gonna wanna start with Toad, which is where it starts, and then you'll want to move either right every time you beat a robot or left. I personally go right. The reason I go right is because in the any percent route, you go right as well. So if you're going to be getting accustomed to any percent as well, then you definitely want to go to the right. Right. Let's go into the ring stage and we'll talk about the mechanics of the game. Kill this guy so he's out of the way. Alright. So, obviously A jumps. Like most Mega Man games, it's sensitive, so the longer you hold, better it is. There's one thing about the jump in this game is your physics of Mega Man are heavy. So if you press forward, you'll notice there I'm just tapping forward. You can see in the bottom of my input display, and Mega Man's pretty heavy and carries the momentum forward. So this is something you have to know when you're playing, that you'll kind of shift your way forward. Even if you let go forward, you'll still travel a little bit forward. Also with the A button is sliding, but you have to hold down. Can't jump out of the slide if you're holding down. If you let go down, then you can jump out of it. You can do something like this to jump on the ladders. Okay. Slide canceling. Slide canceling is done anytime you press up during a slide. You'll slide cancel. Very important. If you're about to kill yourself, or if you need to stop a slide, you want to press up. Sliding also reduces lag in the game, so that's something you'll want to do a lot. Okay. Let's talk about shooting. So obviously when you press B, it's just standard lemons. Three is the maximum on screen, like most Mega Man games, so be mindful of that. If you hold a mid charge, it does a faster shot like this, but it still only does 1 damage. Full charge shot, 3 damage. You'll be losing that a lot. Notice how I shoot, Mega Man kicks himself backwards, so there's a recoil on the shot. That's something to be mindful of. Especially if you're jumping, it'll kick you backwards. Like that, you'll notice I've seen people die in pits because of that. They had spikes or a hole behind them and they shoot balls. Be mindful of that. Obviously, pause is your menu. You won't be using a whole lot of that in Buster Only. Select does nothing. And yeah, that's all the mechanics you need to know. Let's talk about the ladders though while we're here. So, you notice here, let me show it here. See how high I can jump? It looks like I can go pretty high and grab the ladder, but here I'm getting my head bonked. So all ladders, the first tile of a ladder is, like the top tile of a ladder is considered a stepping tile. You can't jump past it, so you always have to grab a ladder at the edge of a second tile or as high as you can. Right. That's about it for the... That's about it though for the mechanics.